who killed nearly 150 people. अब हमें मोगली मिल चुका है. रुdyard Kipling. That was the second task. People want to come and see the wildlife. Named him Sher Khan. अब हमें मोगली मिल चुका है. उस समय 1831 के आसपास कर्नल विलियम स्लीमन ने इस सियार के द्वारा भेड़ियों के द्वारा पाले हुए इस बच्चे के बारे में कहानी पब्लिश किया लंदन.
तो ये मोगली की स्टोरी रियल
देयर वाज ए रियल स्टोरी एंड इट वाज पब्लिश्ड इन द लंदन प्रेस अबाउट द wolf nurturing child. ये 1831 के आसपास उसके बाद जब पकड़ा गया. स्टोरी वाज फ्लैश्ड इन द लंदन प्रेस. Many people knew it. Later on, Rudyard Kipling, who is the writer of the famous The Jungle Book, he wrote in 1897. He never came to this area, but he inquired. He knew about that story of the wolf nurturing child. He wrote the Jungle Book as a fiction novel, but then he was enriched by a book which was written in 1864 by a famous hunter and the British officer. R.A. Stendhal, who has written an autobiographical novel, Sunni Camp Life in Satpura Hills. In that book, he narrated many villages, river like Pench, Ganga, and other locations, and a story of that area. He written that he was enriched by the geography of the area, about the rivers, villages, all that. 75% borrowing in the Jungle Book was taken from the Sunni Camp Life in Satpura Hills. Along with that, a story by Colonel William Sleeman about the Mowgli. In R.A. Stendhal book, there was a story of a famous tiger, man-eater, who killed nearly 150 people.
150
People and was not caught by the hunters. He was so cunning. He was operating between Kurai and Rukhad, which is the core area of the Pench Tiger Reserve. That was so cunning. Earlier, when we can't hunt many wild animals, so they try to hunt cattle and then to man, which are easy prey. So, Rudyard Kipling named him Sher Khan.
So the tiger man-eater was made villain as a Sher Khan.
Villain Sher Khan. And then Bagheera black panther, still it is found in the Pench Tiger Reserve.
A very famous black leopard is still there.
Then wolves. Then all those animals are found still there.
Yeah, right. Very interesting. All those characters mentioned in that book and your book is still there in Pench.
Those animals are there.
Yeah.
That is a really fantastic thing.
And still there is a black panther in Pench Tiger.
Black panther. Yeah. So that is how he cooked a story, a fiction novel was made, and giving information about the wild animals, their behavior, their many aspects of their living, their working, their food habits, their these things. So by this story of this book, like we read Panch Tantra, students can get the information about the wild animals and forest. Jungle Book is taught in Western world, in many countries, in primary and middle level. So this book is very famous, world over. And after in 80s, 90s, when the TV serial was made, The Jungle Book, चड्डी पहन के फूल खिला है, फूल खिला है, जंगल जंगल बात चली है, famous serial. It was very famous in 87, 1887 I think, around.
Still it is famous.
It is famous. So people must know that the real story of Mowgli, and the Mowgli was a real boy. Sher Khan was the real tiger. It was the story of the Pench Tiger Reserve. What should know? And this I revealed, I researched it, and I made it famous in the world that Pench Tiger Reserve is the area of the jungle. And I found Mowgli. I named that area as Mowgli land. Mowgli is an icon for promoting tourism. Now, why people should go to this area? They will tell their acquaintance and friends that we have visited the Mowgli land area.
Now they had got the reason to visit.
Reason to visit Pench Tiger. And the task given to me to make it famous, the best tourist spot, was really done by the research of the Mowgli. That is how I researched the Mowgli.
So, Dr. Ram Gopal Soni was and is credited as the man who discovered the real jungle area. You may ask, you might have thought, why we should believe this man? Because this man, before retiring, held many important positions in the field of conservation and biodiversity. He was additional principal chief forest conservator and also member of secretary biodiversity state board. He had authored many books, I think more than 9 books in different varieties and different dimensions. Also, a very interesting thing to tell you, he is the man who tells the fascinating perspective to the world that the Lanka mentioned in Ramayana is today's Maldives, not Sri Lanka. Very interesting to know. Sir has master of different fields. Although, sir, as we were talking with you, you must have faced some difficulties when you were posted there. What are the difficulties that you faced when you posted in Pench?
Actually, first thing was that area was not famous. People were not coming. There only 1,000 footfall. There 1,000 persons in a year. So we assigned nearly 400 square foot area, and people are not allowed to take out the minor forest fruits from there. So their actually livelihood was curtailed because of the national park, creation of national park. So we had to to create jobs and opportunity for the local villagers. We need a best tourism spot, and like tourism industry is the most famous industry, giving highest employment from a small person to the educated person.
And most importantly, in local communities.
Local communities. So the first thing was, this was not famous, people were not coming. So if any area is not famous, so people will not come. The government will not give money. The area was not giving importance. So first problem was that how to make it famous. I did it by discovering, and once people knew it, the story was actually reported in the India Today in 2002. Then in Aaj Tak channel in the 2002-2003, this story was reported that this is the area of the jungle book, Pench Tiger Reserve. So people private owners, private resort makers, they came to us that we want to make a resort for the public tourist. So they made 2-3 resorts were made, one by government. So first hurdle was actually taken out. That now this is famous, people are coming. Local community has a actually high opinion that some employment will be generated if this is made famous. People's support was coming like anything. Now the main thing was how to make it rich in wildlife. People want to come and see the wildlife. And the area was very dry, and one river was flowing in between, Pench river. But then 40-50 kilometers both the sides, you can't find a drop of water after say January. No water. No water, so no animals. Then came real wildlife management. How to improve the habitat of the area so that wildlife is seen all over. People want to see the wildlife, people want to see the tiger. Unless environment is created, habitat is improved for the wildlife to live in everywhere. That was the second task.